Welcome back, internet friends. I just spent over $1,500 on some silver. So today, I want to give you 10 do's and don'ts for buying precious metals. Some tips if you're interested in buying gold and silver right now. I gotta do a disclaimer, as always, this is not financial advice. Don't take anything I do without doing your own homework. All financial decisions could come with the potential of loss. I do want to start out by saying number one don't buy silver or gold with money that you really need. If you're going to be purchasing precious metals or investing in almost anything for that matter, you should probably have your debts paid off, at least high interest debts, and you should also be very comfortable with a cushion in case of some kind of financial emergency. Have a few $1,000s or a couple months expenses before you buy anything. The next don't pay sales taxes. This is especially important for you new people who are into precious metals. I hear all the time people say, oh, I just bought 2 10-ounce bars of silver. And I think, you totally paid sales tax, man. In the United States, if you pay more than $1,500 for gold or silver, it's not considered a purchase of collectible coins or purchase of gold and silver. It's considered a money exchange. So you're exchanging your currency, you're swapping currency for precious metals. Interesting how that works. When I first got into it, the law was $1,200. Now you have to spend more than $1,500 on a precious metals purchase, but that will take away the sales tax. As you can see here with the order I made on the America the Beautiful series, we originally were paying sales tax because we had less than $1,500 of purchase, right? We ended up almost paying $90 in sales tax for getting these America the Beautifuls. Because I decided to add a couple more coins, that took away the sales tax once our total price exceeded $1,500. You don't have to buy $1,500 of one item, but it must be cumulative $1,500 worth to avoid that tax in America. If you're in London, Australia, Germany, or the UK, I'm not sure. You're gonna have to look into your own country's laws about avoiding sales tax, but always try to avoid sales tax when you buy precious metals bullion. Also, try to avoid shipping. Most of the time, if you are buying over $1,000 worth of products from one of these websites, they're gonna give you a break on the shipping. Or if you're just buying 1 or 2 coins, maybe look for a promotional code that'll take away the shipping cost. You wanna reduce your extra money on this investment as much as you can. If you're paying sales tax and shipping every time you buy a silver round, it's gonna take away your profit. So make sure you avoid those 2 things. If you get nothing more out of this video, please remember, avoid paying sales tax on your bullion. In this case, I was able to get almost an entire another America the Beautiful round with the money that I saved on sales tax. Now, the most important thing that you should probably know if you're buying a lot of gold and silver is to smash the like button. Next, and also so critical, if you are buying from a dealer, always pay with a check or a money wire. Do not use credit or debit cards to purchase your precious metals. Right here, I can show you that the price per round was gonna go up by $5 each if I originally had the settings to credit debit as my payment method. So by switching to a paper check, I save $5 per round. And when you're buying 13 rounds, you know that's $65. By paying with a check, we get $65 more. By avoiding sales tax, we get another $70 or $80 more. That's enough for an additional America the Beautiful coin with the money we saved. Next do buy in quantity. It's a smart idea. Instead of getting 1 round or 1 silver eagle coin, you can buy 10 America the Beautiful rounds like I did with these bats, and those 10 rounds give you a little bit of a price break. Not much, it's maybe $2 or $3 discount, but $2 or $3 times 10 is $30, so that's more money we're saving. Same thing goes with silver eagles. Like I said, if you buy a tube of 20, they'll give you a discount. If you buy 100, they'll give you a bigger discount. Try to buy something in quantity when you do buy precious metals. Next, do know the difference in what you're buying and why. Different forms of silver will have different benefits and the prices will be different. I'm going to tell you now how to get closest to spot. If you want to get really close to buying silver at spot price, then you want to look for silver shot. Silver shot are like these little pebbles that the refiners use, and that usually is just a little bit over spot price if you can find it. The next thing that'll get you pretty close to the silver spot price is if you're able to find 1,000 or 100 ounce bars. I personally love these Royal Canadian Mint 100 ounce bars, but when everyone is buying silver in a bull market like we are right now, it's very difficult to find those bars because people want to get the most silver for their dollar. So they are smart. They purchase the shot and they purchase the 100 ounce bars and the 1,000 ounce bars first so they can get the most for their money. Another way to get close to the silver spot price is to get generic rounds, or sometimes they have dealer's choice. These will just be things that are sometimes tarnished. Maybe the dealer has a bulk supply of them and they can't get rid of this particular round. Maybe the design, is unfavorable or it's not popular. Dealer's choice and some sales will get you a deal a little bit closer to spot. I personally don't usually do that though. I like to get nice coins, or I like to get nice big bars. Last, the semi-numismatics and the collectibles like these America the Beautiful series will definitely cost you more than spot price. You're always gonna pay like $5, sometimes $7 over spot in order to get something collectible. Especially these are a limited mintage and they have different designs. The mintage can go anywhere as low as I've seen 18,000, and then I've seen much higher. So it's also smart if you're buying America the Beautiful rounds or any coin, you should try to Google and look up the mintage. Sometimes it takes 6 months to a year before the mintage is online, but it doesn't hurt to look. A round or a coin with lower mintage is gonna have a higher value in the future because there's just less of them out there for collectors. The next do is do look for sales, but always buy from a reputable dealer. For example, I wanted to make this video for you this weekend, and I was going to buy these America the Beautiful bats, the 2020 bats, this weekend on Sunday. At that time, they were on sale for like $119, almost $8 per round cheaper than I ended up getting them for. But it was 4th of July, you're partying, you forget to make a YouTube video and purchase your huge $1,500 of silver that you've been planning all week. But it would have been a perfect time if I had bought on Sunday because silver was in a red day. It was down in price for about 2 days before the weekend, and on the weekend the price of silver freezes because the markets aren't trading until China begins trading around evening of Sunday night. So the prices were frozen at a little bit of a red, and the 2020 bats were on sale like $119 a round. I really wish I had pulled the trigger on them, but that's okay. I know that silver is in a bull market. Things are gonna keep going up. That's why I'm buying these anyway. Make sure to always compare dealer prices. On the right, we see APMEX was charging $145 while Provident was charging $125 for the same coin. The next do I want to give you is do check StockTa and check FX Empire to get a little bit of technical analysis if you're looking at buying silver at this week. FX Empire is an amazing YouTube channel. This guy lives, eats, and breathes charts. You may not have all day to stare at charts and draw lines and look at supports and resistances, but this guy FX Empire does, and he makes you a quick 1-minute video every single day about gold, silver, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other things. FX Empire, I gotta give him lots of props. He hardly gets any views. Most of his videos get like 200 views a day. So definitely check out his channel if you're gonna be buying silver like tomorrow or this week. It'll help you to get your thumb on the pulse of what's kind of going on with the exact price of silver this week. And like I said, StockTa is amazing. I will put in SLV or GLD, which is not the exact price of silver. That's the ETF traded in the United States markets. But it will give you some technical analysis on that SLV ETF, and you can add that into your overall analysis before you make a purchase. The StockTa is telling us right now the near term is very bullish, the intermediate and the long term all very bullish on silver. What's really cool is you can look at the chart and it automatically does some homework for you. On the side, it'll tell you support and resistance levels. It'll also tell you some very important data, which is the volume and the RSI. Normally, when you look at those RSI charts, if the RSI is over 65, close to 70, then it's a good chance that you might have a correction the next day. In the case of extreme bullishness, like we have right now, you may not get a correction and the train may leave without us all the way to silver at $20. So I made my purchase anyway. But this weekend, it would have been perfect because the chart on this weekend, it said it was a red day, silver was a little cheaper. The StockTa website would have told us everything looks bullish going forward, and the RSI was not quite so high. If you see the RSI down around 30, this means it's most likely oversold or it's a great dip buying opportunity. Check the RSI and check out StockTa, before you make a purchase, just to get your thumb on the pulse even better. Next, this may seem like common sense, but it's very important you do track your package. Yes, these packages are very valuable. You probably just bought $1,500 of silver like me. It may be going to a relative's house or something like that, and these packages, because they're so valuable, often have to be signed for. They won't just deliver it to your doorstep. If you don't get there and sign for it, or if no one signs for it, that extremely valuable package will sit in the post office, and there's a chance that it could get lost in the mail. It's never happened to me. I've had the boxes be delivered and no one could sign for it. I just went to the post office myself and was able to take care of it and get my package. But be smart, track your packages. Next, do buy physical coins. They make you feel great, they retain their valuable, they're tangible, and it's wealth you can hold in your hand. But it's also important that you store those very safely. It's some wealth that somebody could just take from you. I personally do not store my metals in a safety deposit box. And this is because some banks may have an associate walk with you to the deposit box and see what you have when they open it up. They may take a log and you'll have to report whatever's in that safety deposit box in the future for taxes or income. The worst case scenario is that the bank goes insolvent in some crazy radical future and they decide to keep your safety deposit box anyway as collateral. If you don't hold it, you don't own it. The next thing is a little bit more important with gold and platinum rounds, rhodium, and large silver bars. You want to go to your local pawn shop or jewelry shop after you purchase your metals, bring it to them and kindly ask them if they can verify that it is authentic gold or authentic silver with one of their devices. These professionals see fake bullion go across their hands once in a while, so they'll be the best people to recognize it, and they'll have the device to verify it is exactly what you paid so much money for. And lastly, this should be common sense, but do keep your precious metals in some kind of sealed container. These are cheap little 30-cent plastic containers. They keep your coins protected from scratches and from oxygen. In the case of silver, silver does oxidize and change color when it comes into contact with air. So you want to keep all your stuff in airtight containers. That'll preserve it and keep them from getting damaged. I hope you enjoyed this video about buying gold and silver. If you did, please go ahead and smash the like button. Feel free to subscribe. I do make videos all the time. If you just bought some gold and silver, go ahead and tell me in the comments or let me know what you think is going to happen to the price of precious metals. Thank you so much for watching. As always, good luck to you and just have a great day.